Hi to friends and welcome back. In today's video, let's have a quick comparison between the HK10 Pro Max versus the HK10 Pro Max Plus. They both are 46mm version and no doubt that they look very close to the Apple Watch Series 10. They definitely look very similar to the real deal. Just look at those colors. But of course, we're talking about $45–50 right here versus around $400 at this moment. Alright, this time I don't want to make a 30-minute video comparison, so let's get started with the design. On the right side, rotatory crown, microphone in the center, and a second button on the bottom. Here is the real one, that way you have a clear idea how they look neck to neck. On the back, they both come with lock straps, sensors and charging interface. Little difference on the sensor design, but this way you have an idea how they really look. Now, before I continue, remember on the left side, I always will have the HK10 Pro Max and on the right, the Pro Max Plus. With that being said, if we go closely on the left side and we take a look on the speakers, you will notice a difference. On the Pro Max, you can see the speaker design, it is longer, here is a lot smaller, closer to the Apple Watch. Here we have it, that way you can have an idea. But definitely on the previous version, the HK10 Pro Max is a lot longer. On the Pro Max Plus, the design is still a little bit bigger, but very close, you can see. So about the design, they look very close, very similar, but Technobro, what about the size? Well, let me tell you, if you are interested in use Apple Watch Series 10 covers, the answer is that they are a little bit smaller. So, as you see, the protector is kind of loose. Even like that, it won't fall, but still you can turn the crown. The problem will be when you push the button, you will have to do it kind of harder because, like I said, it's kind of big. And that is the case on both devices. This is how it will look from the size. What about the straps? Well, let me tell you, you can use the 44, 45, and 49mm, but the 49, as you see, if we go right here on the side, I think you can see right there how it is a hair out of the case. Let me show you on top. There we go. On the Pro Max Plus, almost perfect, but I think you can see, same thing, it is a hair bigger than the case. But of course, to notice that, you will have to pay close attention, just like that, you won't be able to tell. But that's the truth and you already know. According with specs, they will both offer you a 2.02 AMOLED screen, 485 by 520 pixels. Bluetooth 5.3, IP67, 90 Hz of refresh rate, the legendary chip, SF with 4 cores, and a 270 milliamps hours that in my usage in real life, with the pointers on, can give me 3 to 4 days. With this one off and only 3-5 seconds on the screen, they can give me up to a week. 5 days of battery use is for sure. But remember, this will depend a lot on configuration and what kind of user you are. Are you a heavy user or basic? But I will say 5 days is for sure. Now, building material, zinc alloy, but in real life, let me tell you, if you have it next to the Apple Watch Series 10, you know, grab them like this, hold it on your hand, you won't find difference. They feel exactly the same to the touch. Now, real quick, look at this. Here we have the Apple Watch Series 10, and look at the smoothness. And here is the HK10 Pro Max Plus. The Pro Max, of course, it has the same refresh rate, but for real, it looks very, very smooth. Now, going back to the HK models, on the advertising, we'll say the Pro Max offers you 1 gig of storage. The Pro Max Plus, it has 2 versions. This one that I have right here, it has supposed to be 2. But in real life, the truth it is that on the Pro Max, you will be able to add 4 songs, 6 photos. On the other hand, on the Pro Max Plus, I was able to add 32 songs on this model. Let me show you real quick. If I go right here, here I have them. But I had noticed on my other channel that subscribers are saying that they were able to add 28, 30, some other ones, 32. So that's the maximum. 28 to 32 you will be able to add it on this model right here that I will leave you the link down below. Sadly, about pictures, same thing on the Pro Max Plus, you're able to add a maximum of 6 photos. The local memory, it is also to use the voice recorder. Now, at this point, real quick, be careful when you buy on AliExpress because we had 2 versions of the Pro Max. And the difference is that on the Pro Max, this model right here, I think is the Chinese version, you're not able to edit the colors on this Series 10 watch face. On the global version, every time you touch, it can switch between all the colors that it offers you. These 2 right here are the HK10 Pro Max. Now, this right here sometimes is very uncomfortable because even with your clothes, sometimes it will switch the color. But I repeat, on the other hand, on this side, you're stuck with just that color right there. On the Pro Max Plus, this one right here, you can touch on edit and switch the color for the one you want. Then select it, and pretty cool that even if you touch right here, it won't switch the watch face. Now, on the other hand, on this one right here, we also come with 2 different versions, the global and the Chinese. The only difference will be the storage. This has double of the memory. Now, this one that I have here, I repeat, is the Chinese version. Even like that, you have all the same languages to configure your smartwatch. So the only difference will be pretty much that the Chinese version has the double of the memory. That's why I brought this one right here. And I can use it in Spanish, that's my first language. In English, not a problem. And you can choose from those 22 different ones. Now, I will leave you the link of both devices in the description. Like I said, right here, the Pro Max, it has a price of $44.99, include the shipping. And the Pro Max Plus, it has a price of $41.99. I repeat, the shipping is included. Now, pay attention to this. You come over here and you will have to choose between the global version that has 1 gig or the Chinese version, that is the one that I'm showing you right here in the channel. Price will switch to $45.99, but I repeat, you get double of the storage. Now, if you go on AliExpress, you might find better prices, but I cannot guarantee which model you will get. But I repeat, the links of these 2 will be down in the description below. Just make sure you choose the right color you want and the right storage. Now, about the watch faces, they have some different ones and comes in different order. This is the number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the number 9 is where you can add a picture from your smartphone gallery or the gallery of the smartwatch itself. And then number 10 is where you will have those that you create with artificial intelligence. On both, you will have the carousel feature. Every time you raise up your wrist, it will switch between the different watch faces. Well, images that you have right here. Now, this one right here, you don't have it on the Pro Max. And this one that use the gravity sensor to take the apps to the lowest point. As you see, they look different in each model, but the bigger difference it is right here thanks to the bigger memory on the HK10 Pro Max Plus. You will be able to add 10 more watch faces that you can replace anytime versus only 3 or a maximum of 4 that you can add on the Pro Max. Now, screen timing on both devices, the maximum will be 20 minutes, and for that you will have to activate this feature right here. And it is customizable. You can select between 5 to 20 minutes. I repeat, that's the maximum, but you also can with always on display on the pointers. You just activate real quick right here. Both offer you cover screen to turn this one off. That's the pointer right there. And they both offer you 6 different styles, 3 analogs and 3 digitals. On both, they are the same. You can select have this one on all of the time, or you can set a schedule. They both offer you dynamic island. I think you already know very well about this, but it is about to die, so let's hurry up. Pretty cool that the island will stay right there when you are remaining 10% or less. Another difference, as you see right here, we count with the AI robot. Of course, for this, you had to be connected to the internet. Something cool, it is that every time you go to the main screen or when you make the gesture, to check the time, it will switch the position, but if you don't want it, you can get rid of it just by turning it off from settings. They both offers you the same system of bedside alarm clock. You turn the crown from here and you can switch between the style and color. Let me show you this one right here real quick. It's the same thing, and when it's less than 10%, it will show the numbers on red. But still, well, on this one, you only can make them thicker because, like I said, it's less than 10%. But if you got, let's say, 25 or something like that, as you see, you have different colors. They both are the same on this. Now, in case of identification, they will bright up the screen, show you an island that you can touch and it will take you straight there. Oh, of course, you can scroll down like this and check your messages. Something that I really like, it is that it offers you stack messages. They will be saved by apps. Like right here, I have 5 messages. You touch and it will show them. Another cool thing, it is that you can scroll down to check long messages. Now, if it is too long, I don't know, an email maybe, of course it won't fit, but as you see, this one is kind of long and it's right here without no problem. It's capable to show you some of the emojis in both cases, with the difference that right here, you have this extra option, reply, you touch and you're able to respond, but keep in mind that will be with the voice assistance. But we don't have that reply feature right here. All you can do is hit remove message. In case of a call, this is the interface. It shows you the contact's name. You will be able to hang up, answer the call, transfer the call to the smartphone, back to the watch. Keep in mind that on both devices, the interface will be the same. Now, real quick, about gesture, they are very similar. From top to bottom, you will find your notifications. From left to right, you can with split screen or a secondary screen, you can switch on both. On secondary screen, you swipe this way and you will be able to edit the cards. Like I said, you can have this style right here too, or vice versa. And to the other side, you will have your components. Of course, if you touch and hold, you will be able to add, delete, or switch the order. Now, I know you noticed that the transition is different on both models, but that is because it's customizable. They offer you 4 different ones from main screen to you get into the components, but on both you can have the same style. Finally, from bottom to top, you will come with your stack widgets. Here we have another difference. As you see, the Pro Max show you the analog clock. Right here, you will have a digital. Now, very important to notice, even that I had set the smartwatch to have a 12-hour format on the main screen won't be a problem. But when you come over here, it always show it on 24. The other difference will be that on the Pro Max Plus, the first card will be the AI robot. And another difference, it is on this stopwatch card right here. As you see, we have dark mode here versus white. Now, pretty cool that on both stopwatch and timer can work in the background. They both offer you a icon showing you that app is running in the background. Well, here is the island because it's low on battery, but they show the same way just for a few seconds. Every time you go back to main screen, you will show it again for a few seconds. I repeat, when you raise up your wrist to show the time. On both, if you keep on going, you can get into the apps menu, all the way to the bottom, select the list view, or press double time the crown to go and select between 6 different menu styles. They all are the same. Now, talking about the menus, let me show you real quick. The first line of bubbles is the same as the Apple Watch. Here we have an exception. We come with the TikTok controller. The second line, it is exactly the same on all three. The third one, same thing. On the fourth line, we see a different, and it is on the left bubble right here. And on the bottom one, we had two different bubbles, and the compass is in a different position. But keep in mind that on the Apple Watch, you can customize this, not on the HK models. Now, on crown, we'll find another difference between these two models. It is that on the HK10 Pro Max, if you turn this way, you can get into the widget card and to the apps. On this one, that will be customizable. It will offer you the same option as the Pro Max model, but you can also choose between switch the watch face or the components like I have it right here. All you have to do is come to settings, operation buttons, and as you see, we come with this crown definition extra feature. You touch right here and select what the smartwatch will do when you turn the crown from the main dial. We don't have that right here. You only will be able to customize what it will do when you do double press and long press. Quick press on the crown will take you to the previous page or screen. Double press from the main one will take you to the recent open apps. You can close these ones like this. And if you press and hold, we'll find another different. On the Pro Max model, you will be able to power off the device, turn on the siren, restart it, or make an emergency call. Right here, it will call the AI robot. Finally, as you saw, the bottom button is customizable. One press can take you to the shortcuts. Here you have another different. This is the major one, I will say, and it is that this Pro Max Plus model can connect to your smartphone network. Right now, well, it's low battery, it won't do it. But we don't have that feature right here. Then the only different a part of that one will be that right here you have with this shortcut to the ChatGPT and right here to the AI robot. That's the only two difference you will find. Other than that, you can with the same shortcuts. And on both devices, you can edit these features. Double press on the bottom button, you can customize that feature on both. Double press on the bottom button, you can customize that. And if you press and hold, on the Pro Max, we'll call the voice assistant. On the Pro Max Plus, you will be able to turn it off the device, turn on the siren, restart it, or make an emergency call. Now, this video is getting too long, so now let's go to the other difference. For that, we're going to select the list view on both devices. As you see, the first apps will look the same, but this is the difference. Those that you see with the network icon use internet to run. And as you already know, here we don't count with network sharing. For example, we count with the AI robot that use internet. You can go straight to the apps market and download your utilities or what it offers you straight from the smartwatch. Once you are connected, download watch faces, games, use the translator. Now, let's be honest. The watch faces that you can download from here once you're connected to the network are the same that you will find in the smartphone app when you have this device connected to your phone. The only difference is that right here you will be able to add some of them without going through your smartphone. The app market, you will find the same features on the Wear Fit Pro app. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. This app market right here. These features are the same that you will find right here, but on the Pro Max model, you had to add them from the app. Right here, you can do it straight from your smartwatch. Same thing with the dials, the games. Here's the game market. I repeat, the Pro Max, you had to add them with the app. Right here, you can go straight from the smartwatch. And the translator. On the Pro Max model, you had to have pretty much the app open on your smartphone. Right here, all you need is share your smartphone network. Other than that, we can pretty much with the same features on both devices. And well, friends, those will be the major difference. On the Pro Max model, you can choose the double of the memory. This watch face right here on the Pro Max Plus, you can edit manually, and don't worry about switching when you touch on it. On this one, it doesn't even offer you a different color, but we had the Pro Max model that every time you touch, it will switch. The Pro Max Plus offers you the AI robot widget that can appear on the main screen. We don't have that on the Pro Max. You can decide what the crown does when you turn it. You don't have that here neither. The network sharing connection that we have it only on the Pro Max Plus. And that way use some apps straight from the smartwatch without depending on the Wear Fit Pro app. Other than that, as you see, they both do their job, look like an Apple Watch. It is hard to say the difference just by looking at them like this. And if you have it on your wrist, it's pretty much impossible. And if you are wondering about sensor, remember that I do not recommend replicas for training or health. You have a lot of better options for that for the same price. This will do what they're supposed to do. Pretend to be an Apple Watch. And well, friends, with that being said, this video is kind of long. Please take care. Don't forget, if you like this content, support the channel hitting that like button. Believe me, it takes me a long time to film it, and then editing, that's my biggest problem. So please don't forget to support the channel hitting the like button. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.